Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. What's up and about? I'll let you know. I'm rich. I'm 1,700 Naira richer. That's because I have with me the new Naira notes.
Ooh.
Now, we're talking about these today for a reason. Now, this is going to surprise you, but I'm going to let you know already. Now, this is the 1,000 Naira note. I've seen this once before today because Best Man, I think, he showed it to me. And I'm like, oh, okay, there it is.
Yeah, exactly.
A little lack of pigment, but yeah. And now, today is actually the very first time, right here, right now, that I am witnessing, that I am privileged to see these.
Yeah.
The 500 Naira and the 200 Naira notes. So it's raising concerns, and I hear the director saying he's never seen them.
Really?
Olamide.
Okay, so...
There they are. Now,
you will see them.
The concern is this.
What?
The deadline approaches for the 31st of January before we are unable to use the old notes as legal tender. But these don't seem to be making much round. People are not actually purchasing or transacting with these as much as we should. We've got less than 20 days until we are abandoning the rest. Not much is known about this. There's plenty of people who are complaining about the fact that they are seeing fake Naira notes, especially the 1,000 Naira notes. So it would seem that we are not... something's going wrong here because...
I actually don't think that's it. I actually think it just takes a while for people to get used to new things.
No.
One of the most constant things in life is change.
It's not getting used to it. It's not anywhere. The ATM machines aren't dispensing.
So,
ATMs aren't dispensing.
On the contrary, there were quite a few events where these were being, as usual, sprayed. And they are still mint, of which mint notes were always a little challenging to find in the open market generally because a certain privileged few end up getting it first.
Mike, have you
This
seen
has always been that way.
I don't know why it is an issue or why, for me, it's not an issue.
Yeah.
Because if there's supposed to be a transition phase
Yeah.
in anything, there will always be transition. You can't have a deadline. There has to be a phase where you probably see both in circulation and then you phase out one. That's what will happen. You can't give if it's not there, you will not spend it now. So, I mean, it's not the first time that a deadline has been moved, by the way. So.
Sure. And then there could possibly be another shift, but the whole idea is to get the old notes out of circulation as quickly as possible. But then there are also some restrictions that have been placed on large withdrawals.
Yes, true.
I believe there was a restriction on over-the-counter withdrawals to the tune of 100,000 Naira before, but it's been increased to about 500,000 Naira for individuals and about 5 million for corporate organizations and things like that. So there will definitely be changes, but I just feel people should be a little bit more open-minded. We are not going to know every single reason why they decided to redesign it. No. It's probably not really...
Your open mind will not change anything.
Your
open or your closed mind will not change it. It's legal, it's legal tender.
And you're going to use it.
Yes, you're going to have to use it.
You're going to use it.
No. That is definite. But I just wish that they were more out there than what we have currently, and that people were more aware, so that you don't get swindled by maybe some unscrupulous elements that, you know. But then again, there is also the call for a cashless society. So along with this, we're also going very much cashless. So perhaps maybe it would be time to empty your pockets, not in that sense, but instead use the other means.
Digital platforms. So
this
this is where...
However,
exactly.
And let me vent.
Oh, gosh.
Over the holidays, and even from before, it was noted that these means of transacting cashless were atrociously unreliable. Somebody put out a tweet and say, if you use certain banks and you want to chop, make sure that you're first of all doing a transaction. Because if you can't eat and you can't transact, you're going to wash plates.
Wow.
It has been absolutely almost impossible to make these transactions, which from before was very, very easy. USSD means aren't going as frequently or as fast as they used to. And the apps are also pretty bad. Combine that with the lack of network that the networks are giving us, it's really becoming very difficult to transact business or even make very, very casual purchases now.
I'm thinking of venting myself because over the weekend, I had to go to a supermarket, one that everybody knows and almost everybody goes to. And I get to the till and do a normal transaction. And I had network, transaction went, and then the receipt said it was declined. Now, this was to the tune of 36,500 Naira. First time, I said, you know what? Have faith. Try another POS. Second time, 36,500 Naira declined. And I'm like, okay, it's declined. I have the receipts there in my pocket. And the next thing, I'm like,
How many? How many?
2 debits of
Oh,
the
wow.
same amount twice. Now, guess what? I'm with my kids. There's a long queue. They're like, okay, you have to go to the ATM. And I went to the ATM.
That happened to me yesterday.
Oh, no.
That happened to me yesterday. Do you know what happened?
Oh, yeah,
I was even contemplating, what am I going to leave here? Oh, let me leave my daughter here.
No.
I'm joking.
No.
The thought crossed my mind. The thought crossed my mind because it was so
How about the
frustrating.
one for fuel?
Huh?
How about the one for fuel?
Which, that happens all the time. In fact,
I know what happened. The same station, they run POS by the side. They will now pay extra 200.
oh yeah, I think that's actually
Hey.
that is the. In fact, the one I went to has a POS guy walking about POS.
It's part of the... No,
POS.
this one is the POS of the DC. They'll tell you that
You have to
they will
add-
give you cash.
Wow.
And you will now take 200
Wow.
charge.
Oh, good.
Listen, let's hope that you guys are experiencing the new notes and that you guys are well aware what they should look like.
Yeah.
There are very certain security features that you should be aware of.
Yeah.
If you don't know, please, I think you should request from your bank so that they let you know exactly what you should be
So I'm
looking
just
out.
going to take these
No.
while we're still on air.
Sorry, oh.
Before it disappears.
Wait, now, Tini, let's not fight. No
Yeah,
fighting.
no. Thank you.